On the Midcap Masala show, viewers, it's time to connect with our first management onto the show. And let me welcome the management of Interarch Building Solutions joining us on the show right now, because of late the company has been getting new order wins. There's a big opportunity when it comes to their data center and what's been happening domestically. We'll try to deep dive into all of that. And let me welcome Mr. Arvind Nanda, who's the MD of Interarch Building Solutions, joining us on the show. Mr. Nanda, hi, good morning, and good to be speaking with you. Interesting developments of late. I believe that in the latest, you have actually got a 80 crore order win. And that's interesting to see. But I also believe that you have earlier guided that you will exceed your FY26 revenue target and now projecting close to 1900 crores. And there's a slew of order wins that are already through. So let me start by asking you that where do we stand in terms of the overall order book size? And what's the visibility on revenue growth for the full year and the next year as well?
Thank you. I've already mentioned earlier that our order book as of first of February was 1,650 crores. Normally, our order book should reflect next 8 to 9 months maximum sale, because we have to deliver, and most of the pre-engineered building orders have to be delivered in 9 months or maximum 10 months if it's a very large order. So the order book remains about similar, because we have to take only orders which we can deliver. So new orders, of course, are very welcome, and we keep getting them. We got a order of 45 crores a few weeks ago also from a bottling plant, and now from automobile sector. So these are the larger orders, but we also keep getting orders regularly. So there is a lot of orders, lot of inquiries still in the market. As we get in renewables, data centers, semiconductor, as we see, is being pushed very widely, and our traditional customers in FMCG and other manufacturing units and warehousing sector. So we have to build up our capacity. So this year we had raised our guidance from about 1,720 crores to between 1,850 and 1,900, and we will achieve that increased growth. So it will be about a growth of 27-28% from last year instead of the 15%, 17% that we had predicted. And we are still on target to do our 27 and 28 sales as well. We are getting a lot of good orders. We are getting a lot of good inquiries still in the market. And basically, we have to ramp up our capacity to deliver, to increase the order book and increase the sales. So we are doing that to meet our targets. And as you also know, we are getting into the heavier structure segment, which will also open up some new avenues for us, like high-rise buildings and some heavy structure building like steel plants and power stations, etc. But that will be in the coming months after the plant is in operation. So we are in a good space and very, very sort of convinced that we will meet our targets as given.
All right, that's quite interesting. But along with that, Mr. Nanda, I want to talk more about the data center opportunity, because yes, of course, you already have a good presence there. But what's been happening globally, especially in the Middle East, with the kind of attacks that we are getting to see? There's a narrative that is building up that now Indian companies stand a chance to benefit. Anything of this sort that you're already witnessing on ground?
See, there's already a huge demand for data centers. As of last, somebody did a survey and they said nearly 500 data centers are expected to come up in India. So that's already a huge number. And of course, yes, you are right. Because of the Middle East, people feel that it is safer to put up a data center in India, in spite of all the problems, because power is a very major raw material for data centers and space, etc. So, but I think it will add more. But already 500 is a huge number in that sense to put up in the next 2 to 3 years. I think people will look more at India compared to the Middle East. A lot of the Middle Eastern companies are looking at India as well. But I think that's an add-on which we will see in the next few months, how the war pans out. It can only be a positive, I think, for India and for companies like us, which are mainly India-focused. It will only be a positive.
All right, Mr. Nanda. Thank you so much for taking the time out. We have a little paucity of time, but yes, big plans for the company, and we'll try to take it and discuss more about that in detail, but maybe sometime next. But thank you so much for taking the time out and helping us have more understanding on the current situation, and all the very best.
Thank you very much.
All right, but with this, viewers, it's now time to slip into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more lined up on the other side.